Hi all, LosD, Punch Out TV. How are you all doing on this Saturday evening? Just want to talk about Conor Benn and Edward Hearn. This is the final video I'll ever be doing on this situation. I've been wrapped up in this shit for too long. I want to go back to talking about fights and up and coming fights, but I just want to put out my last part of this scenario. After whatever comes out after I've made this video, I couldn't care less what happens or what's been said or what's been done. So to wrap it up, because I'm going to try and bring it back to where the video what I first did about it about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. So a lot's gone on since I last made a video talking about Eddie Hearn ducking Simon Jordan for being asked real questions. Since then, he's handed in his licence, his British Boxing Board of Control boxing licence, so he can't get banned for that. The British Boxing Board of Control can't ban him. So I'm led to believe if he's handed his licence in. Since then, he's been dropped from the WBC rankings this week. And also, I was reading earlier that the WBO have dropped him from their rankings. So the noose is tightening round their necks, round Eddie's and Conor Benn's neck. Grab yourself a beer, because this might be a long video, but I'm going to get through it as quick as I can. So, all that shit's happened since I last made a video. And then it's all gone quiet again on the Western Front. And this is where I'm trying to bring it back to what I said on the first video. I said nothing will happen. It'll all get forgotten about and swept under the rug. And that's what looks like it's happening again. Since then, he's, I think I'm not sure if he did admit that he failed two VADA tests, but he's come out since I last made a video about this, that he failed two VADA tests, one on, I think it was 28th or the 23rd of July, and the other one at the end of September. So they knew about all this shit. Eddie Hearn come out and said on TalkSport, when Ali McCoist and Laura Wood were interviewing him, just because the British Boxing Board of Control don't recognise VADA, or because they don't use VADA, they use UCAD, that VADA's not recognised. Well, VADA, let me tell you something, Eddie Hearn, VADA is the cream of the cream. It's the best anti-doping agency out there. Thousands and thousands of boxers are signed up to it. It's a lot bigger than UCAD. It's worldwide. So you're talking through your fucking arse there straight away, Eddie Hearn. And what makes me laugh is when Jarrell Miller popped dirty and Canelo popped dirty, he screamed from the hills about them. Screamed from the hills. And I've seen interviews where he's saying VADA are brilliant, they do a good job and stuff like that. The man's just contradicting himself all the time. But what pisses me off is the fact that nothing's going to get done about this. Nothing. Like I said, the British Boxing Board of Control, they were in on it. It was only because it got leaked to the press, to the media, that they had to step in and stop this fight, leading up to the last week of the fight. In fact, it was fight week that all the beans got spilled. Conor Benn, since then, like I say, spat his dummy out. Me, I'm not fighting in Britain again. I'm not fighting under the British Boxing Board of Control. Like a spoiled little brat that you are. You're a coward. You're gutless. You're spineless. Just like Hearn. Gutless, spineless, coward. You know damn well, Eddie Hearn, and you, Conor Benn, that you failed, that you were juicing, and you did nothing about it. You try and put Chris Eubank's life on the risk. You know, boil a man down to a weight what he's not fought at since he was a kid. whilst you're juicing. And it just shows you what gutless people these are. Conor Benn dropping his licence, saying he's never going to fight in Britain again. He's never going to fight under the British Boxing Board of Control's banner. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Because I honestly I don't think the Americans will touch you. I don't think the Americans will touch you. No way will they. Who's going to touch you? You're a dirty little drugs cheat, and you haven't got the fucking balls to admit that you're a fucking drugs cheat. You're one of them people. If you was in a bar, just you and your mate, and a couple of lads, or say 5 or 6 lads, tried to start on your mate, you're the type of fucking person who would run off and leave your mate to get a good kicking. That's what type of person you are, Conor Benn. You're gutless and you're fucking spineless. You haven't even got the decency to come out and say, do you know what? I hold my hands up. I didn't think I could meet Chris Eubanks Jr. for power or strength. So yeah, I did juice. I hold my hands up. I did cheat. At least then, you would admit it, and you would get some kind of, a little bit of credibility back from the public, or from the boxing fans, the world boxing fans, not just the British fans, the world boxing fans. But you haven't, because you haven't got a heart. Because you're a spoiled, silver spoon-fed little shitbag. That's what you are, Conor Benn. You're nothing but a shitbag. You're gutless, spineless, like I keep saying. What pisses me off as well, the British Boxing Board of Control have done nothing about this. Nothing. It needs someone, like I say, British boxing's in a mess at the moment. I mean, look at Jack Catterall for starters. Just going off subject, but look at Jack Catterall. He quite clearly beat Josh Taylor. Quite clearly beat him. Jack Catterall should be undisputed now. He should be undisputed at 140. But he isn't. And the British Boxing Board of Control did nothing about it. And everyone knows, everyone knows that he won that fight. And they did nothing about it. Because it was a brown envelope in your back pocket. Just like the judges. With the scorecards for the Savannah Marshall Carissa Shields, saying it was that close. No, it wasn't. Savannah Marshall won 3 rounds. That's what I scored the fight, and I scored it fair. She won 3 rounds. And I give 7 rounds to Carissa Shields. And then you've got fucking fighters over here, juicing. Eddie Hearn, where's Dillian White's B sample? All these years later, still never popped up. Conor Benn, where's your B sample? If you were hell bent on being innocent, you would definitely say, where's that B sample? And shout out to Ultratech Sports, man, because he broke this shit down to a T. He said before, once he found out what that woman's drug was, infertile drug, whatever it was, Clomid, whatever it's called, he said he found out that it'd be little traces of it in eggs if you eat a lot of eggs. And he said, I bet you any money they use the contamination route. And bang, bingo, a few days later, they did. So shout out to Ultratech Sports, man. You know, if anyone don't know who he is, go on YouTube, type in Ultratech Sports, and go and watch his live streams. That man broke this shit down to a fucking T. Absolutely brilliant. But like I say, if you was hell bent on being a fucking innocent, then you would come out and say, do you know what? Where's that B sample? But it's never turned up. Did he take a B sample? I don't know. How long was he juicing? Could he have been juicing for years? Because as far as I remember, you got put on your arse off a fucking French fucking bread maker. Excuse me, baguette maker. He beat you up, put you on your arse. Next thing, you're knocking men out like it's no problem. So to me, you could have been juicing for years. That's just speculations, and it's not facts. But you just, like I say, to put it to bed, because it's dragged on now. And like I said, it's all come back to what I said. Swept under the rug, and forgotten about. And that's what it's done. He's dropped his licence. Probably knowing Fast Eddie might take him out to Saudi, fight over there. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do with him. But you're a young lad, you're 27, or coming up for 27. Have the balls to admit it and say, take your punishment and then come back. You know, I feel sorry for your dad. You've tarnished your dad's name. In my eyes, you have. And your dad was a warrior, an absolute warrior, legend of a fighter. Same with Eubanks' dad. I grew up watching both of them. But to me, the old man was a warrior. Great fighter. Same with Chris Eubanks, Senior. Great fighter. You know. And I feel sorry for Nige for what you've put him through. Because the old man did it the hard way. He come up through the hard way. He didn't juice. He didn't juice to have to win. He did it the hard way. You spoiled little brat. He dodged all fighters like David Avavician, fighters like that. He never won no British, European or Commonwealth title. And then next thing you know, you're in the top 10 WBA and all this shit. He ducked fighters, man. Then you're fighting old stiffs like Chris Algieri, who, let's not forget, 3 years ago, Tommy Coyle nearly stopped him. Tommy Coyle, he went life and death with Tommy Coyle. And then you knock him out. Was you juicing? I think so. Chris Van Heerden, I think you were juicing against him. But like I say, I keep repeating myself now, so I'm going to end this video soon. But for me, the British Boxing Board and Control are spineless, gutless, because they were in on it, and it was all for money. They knew that this guy failed 2 VADA tests in July and September, and they did nothing about it. And the only reason they stopped the fight, like I say, is because it come out. It was leaked to the press, to the Daily Mail or the Daily... Yeah, I think it was Daily Mail. It was leaked to the press, so they had to stop it. But it took them a couple of days to stop it. They didn't just come out and say, right, stopped. Eddie Hearn trying to take the fight to Luxembourg. You know, all the money what people have lost through booking hotels and travel and shit like that. People flying over. It was all for greed. All for fucking greed. And Eddie Hearn, you've shown what person you are. Because I've seen them videos on YouTube. But you going in on Jarrell Miller. Anthony Joshua's my friend. He could have killed him. He's not just my client. He's my friend. He should be banned for life and all that. And now what, Eddie? He said he was going to come out and something was going to happen. Nothing's happened. All he's done is come out and dropped his licence. That's all he done. You got nowhere to run. You can't fucking fool me. And you can't fool the fucking boxing fans. They know, and everyone knows now, this guy's a cheat. And that's all he'll ever be known for. And it's a shame because he actually could have been a great fighter. He's badly advised. Badly advised. Whoever has advised him is bad. This kid could have been a great fighter. He had potential. I mean, I've never been a big fan of him. And it was only because I feel that he was strategically moved around the board. You know, there was fighters over here. Josh Kelly, he should have fought him. McKitson, he should have fought McKitson. David Avavician. Florian Marku, fighters like that. But anyway, that's another story. But like I say, to wrap this up now, because I'm rabbiting on, British Boxing Board of Control ought to be ashamed of themselves. Eddie Hearn, definitely ought to be ashamed of himself. Take his licence away. British Boxing Board of Control, do something. Set an example. Ban Conor Benn and take Eddie Hearn's promotion licence away from him. And don't let this guy promote any more fights. Even if it's for 4 years. Do something about it. Take his licence away from him. Because he was in on it from the start. And so was Conor Benn. So Conor Benn, you're gutless. You're spineless. You're nothing but a fucking shitbag. And that's why I'm going to end it there. Same with you, Eddie Hearn. Gutless, spineless, and a shitbag. And British Boxing Board of Control, you're just a fucking joke. You're corrupt as fuck. Anyway, Los D, peace out. Catch you very soon.